Bum, bum, bum. When shadows creep and wake you from your sleep, it must be time for Halloween. With witches' hats, with cauldrons, rooms, and bats, the time is right for doing wrong. Now's the time to sing a song. When all the darkness goes and toast and all the dance so heavenly hosts are on the road to see a coming of fright of jamboree. And children, tonight's the night, the time is right, it's time for Halloween. Tonight's the night, the time is right, it's time for Halloween.
Okay, hello, hi. Welcome back from our long as fuck hiatus. This is the Monster Cast Halloween special. You know, this is a big thing that we had planned going for a while, and you guys know I'm terrible at intros. So hello, hi. This is Monster Cast intro. We have a lot of guests and a lot of things to go over today. I'll just kind of go down the list from top to bottom on our call. Our first guest is my good friend Hayes.
Hello.
And next up we have our good friend John.
Hey, it's me, John.
And we got two lovely people coming down from the Fog at Scary Farm. We got Betty, we got Swerve.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
And last but not least, we have one of our top artists featured on our merchandise site, and is a really good artist. Does a lot of Horror Nights work, and is a really good friend of mine. We got Sav.
Did that pick up? It did. Okay, thank God.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but yeah, so this is all of us. A pretty big turnout this time. And I guess before we get started, I just want to say I apologize. I know it's been long as fuck since we had an actual episode going, but a lot of work, a lot of coming kind of back from the pandemic that we're still sort of in. All of us have been getting ready for the fall season and going to haunts and stuff, and it's just been a lot. We all had a little time out of the day to come together and do this, and it'll be great. You know, we love Halloween specials. So how's everyone doing?
Good.
I'm doing dandy.
That's what we like to hear. So I guess getting into things, I can start. Do any of you guys have any special plans for Halloween this year?
Know where me and Swerve are gonna be.
Yeah, we're gonna be working.
Obviously at Six Flags. I don't know where else
farm.
you'd be. You know,
We be there.
Our good friends down here at Six Flags Fright Fest. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it would be weird if you were scare acting somewhere else, like, some parking lot somewhere, or, the bank.
The bank?
Well, scare acting at the bank might be a bit of a felony with masks and such, right?
Well, you get paid more doing that, right?
Yeah, but you also serve time.
Anything can happen on Halloween.
Yeah, but you
I've
scare
definitely
acting.
come to the bank painted up.
Have you really?
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Oh, God.
Sit outside the Wells Fargo, torment people, see if they drop their money.
I was there for my own purposes, but I was definitely there and definitely painted up.
You're like, I mean, when in Rome, or I guess when in Wells Fargo.
Sometimes I do this thing too often, and I just forget at this point. So sometimes, people will be staring at me and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? And then I remember I'm painted up. I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
Oh my god, it's like going to a Denny's after working your haunt shift, and the rest of the customers there are just mortified, or they know exactly where you're coming from.
Oh, absolutely. It's just like, oh, God, the spooky kids.
Yeah.
They dread when we come into Denny's at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You think they keep a schedule? Okay, so we got the theater kids at 8, we got the band kids at 10, and then at 3 o'clock, at 3 a.m., we got the fucking freaks.
Which is the worst because most of them are theater kids, so it's like a double whammy. Oh, God. It's theater kids on crack.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we know that Denny's is tired of our shit with our party, our table of 8 people.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely. See, but Denny's is just if you're working a scare acting shift, and this is coming from another scare actor, what else do you crave that late at night? Denny's.
We just need to start getting bigger. We just gotta start getting groups together and just go in there as a mass and just take over their whole fucking restaurant. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll look like the
Because
scene
besides
from
Denny's, the only thing that's open is freaking Cane's or Del Taco.
That is true. We'll make it like the scene of fucking Gremlins that are taking over the bar because it's just all of us in a Denny's.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, we could just take over Denny's. They can't get.
That'd be awful to split that bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
So we're splitting it the entire Scary Farm staff way.
And put a limit on how many people we can split it with.
Yeah. And then there's the occasional old man that'll come to Denny's that late and think his schizophrenia kicked in because he's seeing all of us in makeup.
Yeah.
And contacts.
Just take a sign with you and put it on the door.
Yeah.
Occupied.
So I guess because we haven't really had a chance to talk about any of them so far on the show, I gotta pop the big question: how do you guys feel about haunts being back?
Woo! I fucking love it.
Great. Missed it. It got kind of old scaring my coworkers for no reason at Starbucks.
Yeah.
I think Horror Nights is like my first. It's like my first official haunt. So I'm happy that it's back this year because I'm able to go as many times as I can and really absorb it.
Yeah. Just
Sorry, I'm dying.
Consume. Oh, who's dying?
Uh-oh.
Betty Boop's dying.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, water.
We gotta open up
See,
the
water
morgue
was
this
down the
early.
wrong
We're not
pipe.
even 10 minutes in.
The water was
Usually
down the wrong pipe.
we don't kill off our guests until halfway through. What are you doing? You're dying prematurely. But yeah, no, everybody, for the most part, everybody came back with a vengeance this year. And I say for the most part because Universal Hollywood's looking kind of meh.
Yeah, it's rough over there.
To be fair, it's hard to come back after the park being closed for a year and a half, and when your other respective coast is on their 30th fucking anniversary. I mean, what can you really do? Although I will give them the benefit of the doubt, I think Bride of Frankenstein Lives is worth my price of admission alone.
That was a very beautiful maze. Like, honestly, facade-wise, Universal's got good shit. But
Yeah.
scare-wise, hell nah.
No.
Well, that's
Blow them
Hollywood.
Blow them out of the water.
Yeah, no, that's Hollywood, though. Florida's got some pretty good fucking scares this year.
See, I've never been to Florida. So
That's fair.
Me neither.
Yeah, we got some
Florida
folks here from
terrifies me.
Florida. I got a bit of both. We got a bit of an even ratio going on. We got people from Knott's, we got people from Universal. So,
hell yeah.
Nice.
you know, it's a battle of the bands.
Yeah, we're gonna settle this East Coast West Coast.
Oh
no.
Oh no! Then we're
Yeah.
going for
Right.
hours.
Nah,
I miss being scared.
I haven't been, but y'all's event looks pretty tight. I come from New Jersey where we have our own Six Flags.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Six
very
Flags New
nice.
Jersey. I heard New Jersey
Yeah.
Six Flags this year has a pretty good haunt going on.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've been to Orlando since like 2004, but I know, but it looks, but y'all's event looks tight over there.
Oh. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
A little scary action.
Yeah, I think Horror Nights in Florida and Not Scary Farm in a good way and like in the best ways come really close in terms of quality.
Yeah.
Those are the two top. You know, then you got somewhere Hollywood up in the piece, somewhere in the 100 after that.
Hollywood's
Somewhere.
it's in the nosebleeds. It's somewhere out there.
I'm sure it's good. I haven't been, so I can't.
That's kind of on and off. They have some phenomenal shit like Crimson Peak and Bride of Frankenstein Lives, but then they got some actual shit. So,
Wait. Like this year, Crimson Peak?
no, they had Crimson Peak forever ago,
Oh,
and it had like
shit. I was gonna say that movie came out like I don't know. It's like already in the bargain bin at Walmart. So
No, but they did a Crimson Peak maze like forever ago, and it was fucking phenomenal. It was like probably their best one for a good minute, and then came Krampus, and then now we got Bride of Frankenstein. So
My Bride of Frankenstein was really cool, like visually.
yeah,
I mean, we went in that one how many
music.
times? Like 4 times.
Yeah, we ended up doing it like 4 times, and that was just how we got our serotonin for the night. No, I do like Bride of Frankenstein in Florida a lot. It's really good there. It's more of a classic approach, but Hollywood's for me it just kind of hits different, like in the best ways.
Hill House was pretty dope. It wasn't like normal Universal with all the long dark hallways, but that line was killer.
I would give Hill House,
God, yeah.
maybe not in terms of Florida, but in terms of Hollywood, Hill House was the most scared I've been in a Universal house in Hollywood. So I would give them that. Because something about Hill House is just as bad
at
vibe
least
for
one
me.
time at Universal, but like, man, I didn't get scared not even once.
That's fair. No, Hill House got you a little bit. We were all mutually pretty freaked out in Hill House.
No,
scary property.
Oingo would make me jump because he would jump.
Yeah, no, Hill House is a pretty fucking scary thing. I kind of backed on it a bit because for me, I thought the show was way too sad. But I should not have doubted Universal on that one, and that's kind of it on my end. Because on both coasts, they did a really fucking good job. Florida's was mortifying.
Yep.
The fucking show was awkward as shit.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
catch
a slow burn.
2 episodes, so like the next 2 to 3 episodes, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, I was like, what are they gonna show us? Like the dude shooting up? Like
I was like,
dude,
dude, what
this house?
I was like questioning everything. I was like, "How many different time zones are we in?"
Yeah, but no,
Yep.
I always get people mad whenever I go through Hill House because I had a fun little thing I like to do in like the room where they're showing like 3 hanging nails back to back. I'll kind of go the tree, be like, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3 with it because it's just bad. It's just like rapid pace. Hollywood only has the hanging scene once, and you gotta be lucky enough to catch it. Or if you guys haven't seen Florida's, it is just like rapid speed. Like, oh,
Florida
here's
is
one
insane.
hanging, here's one hanging nail, here's another one, here's another one.
It's
like
interpretive, kind of like.
I don't even remember if I saw the hanging thing.
It's rapid fire.
But in the other one, it's like on the West Coast, it's that.
It was a
mannequin
blur.
with 2 heads.
Yeah. Actually, going through it though with the 2 heads, when in our group, the only people that actually saw the hanging nail were me and my co-host on here, Chris. And you actually can't really notice the silhouette head going through it.
I'm reckoning that's probably why they did the multiples, because they figured, it was probably somewhere like, Netflix was like, no, people got to see hanging nails, so they probably put it in like, one after the other, make sure everybody caught it.
To be fair, it is really important to the show, though. It's what sets the ball rolling. It gets the ball rolling.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decent show. There's not much my taste because it's really fucking sad, and I like camp horror. I'm a very camp horror person. Like,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to make time to watch Midnight Mass because between working Starbucks haunt and then having a baby, it's like, do I want to go to sleep or do I have time to actually watch something for once?
That is fair.
I binge watched that whole show, kind of like semi-watching it. It's awkward too. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But a maze that was pretty phenomenal on both coasts this year is Texas Chainsaw Massacre is fucking wild.
I unfortunately have only been through that maze once on team member preview, but I recently went through it lights on, so that was pretty cool.
It's a good house. Cool. I also might be biased because Florida has Chop Top in it, and I fucking love Chop Top. So
it's a good Chop Top too. Like they did
they did a really good look for him. Like it's a good outfit.
Yeah.
I have to go back through it again. I just haven't got the time.
Yeah. And of course the trigger with the music is my life, man. I love it.
Yeah. The only thing that's awkward about is like, having Chop Top there because it's just called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And
yeah.
So I expected it to be after the original film because even the barbecue stand like indicates like, the release year of the original film.
To be fair, a good chunk of it is the original film though.
Only in that, like, there's the houses, but there's no, like, real scenes from the original.
Yeah, that is true.
But Chop Top, I can forgive everybody for having Chop Top.
Exactly.
I was told, I think... Sorry.
You go first.
Okay, thank you. What I was told on my Lights On tour, I think it was... What did they say? It was kind of like a mixture of a bunch of Texas Chainsaws. I know one of the rooms was a straight copy from the 2016 house. Mm-hmm. It's the one with all the feathers and stuff. That's a straight copy from 2016.
Weird. What a weird take.
Mm-hmm. It's just a conglomeration.
Yeah. What I really liked about going through Texas Chainsaw was the smell. of it. Because, like, you could smell the hay, you could smell the feathers, you could smell blood, and I was like, this is amazing!
Yeah, they go all out whenever they do Texas Chainsaw because it's Leatherface. I don't find him scary because that's my child, that's my son. But I know he's like traumatizing to a lot of people. I love Leatherface so much. To me, he's adorable.
He just needs a hug.
Yeah.
So does anybody know how to make leather look like skin?
I mean,
You know, I was told to just skin people, but that's frowned upon.
I mean that's what Bobbins does.
I mean,
That's what my
if you go to
clown
the, I
does.
mean, if you go to the right state, it's socially acceptable. But
That's
I
true.
don't have the money to go to like Russia and shit, and I don't fly.
so then save the money. I don't know. You're the one who wants to skin someone so bad. You make it work for you.
I didn't say all that. I mean, I want to, but like I said, it's frowned upon. I don't live alone yet. I don't have a basement.
Just use like a skin tone and then get some dark leather dye and just kind of like do a wash. You know?
Thank you.
You brush it on there and then you wipe it off, and you brush it on, you wipe it off.
See, that's what I was curious on.
You're welcome. No problem.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's much easier to use real skin though. But
Naturally.
yeah,
Illegal.
I want to set up a bet while we're all together. Place your bets now. Which Netflix property is Universal going to use next year? Fear Street or Stranger Things 4?
I mean,
My money's on Bly Manor.
I don't know if they're going to do Blind Manor, honestly, because Blind Manor didn't do as
I
well
don't
as
think
Hill House.
so. No, it wasn't very popular.
But it's possible though that there's already a contract where they have to.
That
What
is
about
true.
Fear Street?
That's what I was saying. I'm debating. Like, place your bets. Is
No.
it going to be Fear Street or Stranger Things again?
Fear Street could even be done in like one house. It would be so easy.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it'd be
Exactly.
incredibly easy.
I wonder if they would do Scream because they're good. Isn't that Scream movie coming out
There was a
next
whole
year?
thing about that.
Yeah,
in the
no.
past.
Scream is Universal's white whale at the moment.
The issue being the people who own the rights to the film, partially, you know, the rights are the Walt Disney Company. So,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
'cause of
That
Miramax
rat
left.
owns everything.
that's why we're never gonna see What We Do in the Shadows house, and that breaks my fucking heart.
Oh. But if they got Sora and Smash, don't you think they could do that for Fortnite?
That's what I was thinking, because
Well, I mean,
Nintendo and
there's
Universal
Well,
are
they
buddy buddy
did
right now.
bring.
There's always money to be made, you know.
Yeah.
There's deals.
I-
You know, what do they say?
I think Disney's
walks
trying
when it
to-
talks.
I think Disney's trying to put their foot in the haunt door by adding that zombie Captain
That's what I
America.
was thinking
It's
Oh
too.
my god, they are.
From what
What?
I heard from people that have gone to Boogie Bash, they're sending surveys to people, and the way the surveys were worded, they might be adding more spooky things geared towards adults in Horror Nights. I mean, not in Horror Nights, in California Adventure.
I'm calling it now. They're gonna do what Tokyo Disney does, but they're gonna do it in California Adventure.
What is
I
I
that?
would
think-
like
I
to see
think-
it.
I think they're gonna bank on doing like the Oogie Boogie Bash, but like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party like they did prior, and they're gonna put it in Disneyland, and they might do like that spooky thing in California Adventure, and they're just gonna fork up the prices.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
you already
that mouth
fucking know
loves
that
his
we're gonna get
money.
a. Then you already know we're gonna get a Marvel Zombie Scare Zone in campus. Let's be honest.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
think
that'd
that's
be
honestly
lit.
why they introduced the zombie cap so late in the game, because he's only the people who purchased tickets for basically this last week that they're going to have it are going to be able to see him.
It just felt left out. They're like, man, everybody else is getting more media.
Why is everyone being so scary? We can
Bring
be
out the
scary
spooky.
too. Bring out the
Because
fucking
there
xenomorph.
were people complaining that he was too scary. Cast members were getting scared as well, and they did not like that.
And fuck the cast members. We're
Yeah, no,
here for the
fuck 'em.
spooky.
No, I love it's because Zombie Cap's like an actual scare actor. It's funny. It's like an actual like high quality costume, just roaming around in fucking
It
Disneyland.
looks really dope.
My question is, like the cast member that was in the costume, do you think they got like stage directions to just stand there and like be like zombie like, or were they told to actually attempt to scare people?
I wonder.
I read he was lunging at people like a zombie would, doing some lunges.
Absolutely.
Good.
So,
Good.
I
Fuck
don't-
them kids.
I think it was to his discretion, and trying to mostly scare the adults.
That would be so funny if on Halloween night at Oogie Boogie Bash, they just go, you know what, fuck the kids, bring out the Xenomorph, bring out American Horror Story, bring out everything. Just fuck
Yo,
you.
hell yeah.
I mean, it's only time that Disney kind of puts their foot in the door.
Yeah. I feel like they might
'Cause,
try
I mean-
to, they also might try to negotiate with like events like Universal and try to have some of their properties in there and kind of give them that Disney budget for some houses. If they really want to
Unless-
tap into that market, they have to kind of learn from the master.
Yep.
Unless Disney does what Knott's does, because Knott's does their spooky farm during the day.
Mm-hmm.
They could.
They could do that. I just want to have what we do in the Shadows house at Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I would like to see that too. Like make that like the joke house of the
Yeah,
year.
that's literally that's really the golden comedy house that you could do. But the way that
Who knows?
they gotta do to end the maze. They gotta have a Mike character of Colin Robinson, and that's where they slow down. They slow down the walking like the conga line, so you have to just sit there and just deal with Colin.
Yes, please.
Like it won't work if there isn't a Colin Robinson Mike character. Honestly,
What it is,
We've done it before. Like
They
it can work.
they stop, like they pull a group to the side, and then he talks to you for 15 minutes, wasting your time in
Yeah.
the middle of the house.
I would like to see it. Like I would pay an upcharge to go through that.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
God.
they would theoretically, it would be a lot easier and more profitable for them to license properties out to Horror Nights or whoever, instead of ruining their reputation as the family park by doing, and worrying about all the refunds and all the other bullshit that they probably don't want to deal with by doing an adult event. The only thing is, I don't know if Comcast would be down to give them, give them
I
straight
think
up cash. Although
as-
they already do, because I mean, they Comcast has on demand with all the Fox properties on it and shit anyway. So
Yeah.
they already got deals.
What I'm thinking is with Disney, my guess, this is because it's just kind of a theory, even though it's weird to tie this into haunts of all things. I think between putting Sora in Smash, along with since Nintendo's working with Universal at the moment, and between everything and with the zombie cap, I think they might be trying to maybe go for that route. Maybe just giving out their properties and stuff to Universal, throwing a little bit of tips and stuff in there, and just kind of collaborating a bit more.
It's more of a survey because my cast member friends that have been going to Boogie Bash were telling me it's worded more as a survey, like to get people's input, but it's worded more in a sense that they're leaning more towards adding like mazes and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
there's
kinda what I
no
was
reason.
thinking.
I mean, there's no reason why they can't do a mid-level haunt. As far as like, you could take your tweens through, right? Like nobody's capturing the tween demographic, the ones that are like too cool to give a shit about, getting a selfie with Goofy, but they're definitely cool enough to want to get scared, in a house. They're just not
Yeah,
ready for
definitely.
necessarily like the blood and gore,
Yeah.
So if you did scary but not blood and gore, I mean, listen, Disney Channel has a whole freaking thing where it's like High School Musical, but it's zombies, whatever it's called. Like I think it's called.
Oh,
Zombies.
that zombies? It's called zombies, yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like Descendants, but it's zombies and monsters. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you do that, but I'm saying is they are trying, to get a little edgier.
Well, Disney has haunted houses. Tokyo Disney has a full-fledged haunt. They could very easily just pull a creative team from that and get some pointers for that for bring them here.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with some haunts, like especially some large corporate ones, laying people off, there's lots of talent out there looking for a gig.
Oh, I'm
So
sure.
I suspect this year enough was a big enough shakeup. You got people over at Busch Gardens, doing stuff that used to be at Horror Nights. So I would anticipate next year there definitely being some kind of shakeup with talent.
Yeah. I think it'd be funny as fuck watching a bunch of people with their haunt boxes and like the haunt crowd going into the backstage Disney area.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
Also-
Disney would allow haunt boxes with how picky they are with.
I
Like,
don't
there's
think
been
so.
years where there's been years where we've had to take gifts, and it's like you can take gifts to people, but you can't have it wrapped because they literally make you open it. So it's literally just if you want to get something for someone or you need to for like a work party, you literally get paper, like the gift bag and tissue paper, because they literally make you take everything out.
Oh man.
That's
So
a load of
I'm
buckets.
highly doubtful that they would even allow haunt boxes if
That's
they went
fair.
that route.
Also, are haunt boxes a thing for Florida actors? Is that just a SoCal thing?
I don't know.
I'm literally Googling it right now. I do not know what a
I
haunt
don't
box
know.
is.
It's literally
Oh,
a
okay.
toolbox with wheels that we put all of our crap in.
Yeah, we literally go
Yeah.
down to
Oh.
Home Depot. We buy those like storage boxes with all the wheels and like they're all intricate, and we just slap a bunch of haunt stickers and shit on them and use it for our costumes and stuff.
I
Oh no, I
do
think they
not
got,
know
you
if they
know,
have that.
no, they got. I mean, they got people who manage your, costumes and stuff for you, and
Oh no, we don't take our costumes home. Like it's
We
just
don't
to
take 'em
take our
home, yeah.
costumes.
because that would be awkward.
But I mean,
It's more for like
honestly,
the sliders and their slider gear, or
Yeah,
like
it's just to
contest
it's just to
station,
carry our
cough
shit around.
drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't. I'm
imagine
not
if-
scare acting this year. So
Yeah, if Disney did something like that, they definitely would not have. They would not have on. I mean, you would go through
Yeah.
costuming like everybody else.
No, yeah,
which is
I
another
highly
big
doubt they
reason-
would have.
if they had any type of specialty acts, I can't see how they wouldn't be allowing haunt boxes, because you can't have your specialty acts leaving all their fire gear or hula hoops or XYZ. They're not going to trust the facilities to hold on to their items.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure equipment you would take, but I mean, I'm saying like all your.
But I mean, that's what a haunt box is. You have all your personal equipment for like sliders, like I said, specialty acts. I mean, technically
uni-
sliders are considered specialty acts at this point.
Like for
Yeah.
example,
Pretty
like
much.
they don't have sliders at Universal, but like for example, for the
Mm.
stilts and stuff, right? Like those are provided by Universal. Those aren't stilt walkers
Oh,
that are hired third
Stilts,
party.
yeah, I understand that.
Oh.
But I mean, like
actually,
fire
they're not necessarily
equipment, fire
stilts.
dancers, they're not gonna. You can't just
Yeah.
hand a fire dancer anything. They have
Oh,
their
yeah, yeah,
specific
yeah.
techniques.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean
Yeah,
by.
those folks, I think those
just
folks
the-
are responsible for their own stuff, but like, because that was the other thing I was thinking. Like right now they use costuming. I mean, in general for Disney, right? Like you go through costuming, all that stuff, and you get your makeup and whatever. But if they
I
had to
know-
have like 300 people because they're doing like a full size haunt, I don't know that they would be ready for that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's a whole other deal.
If Disney
I don't know what
taps
they
into
would
that
do.
market, it's gonna be a very slow burn into being more traditional how we do things here.
Yeah, I think they would test it with one thing.
Yeah.
I think if
Maybe
Disney
like
did it,
maybe
they
like
would,
a
they
test
would-
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like one maze or one zone. Start off with the
I
zone.
think if California Disney did it, it would be more for the kids. Bottom line, it would be for the kids.
Yeah,
The
and
I
characters would probably be in costumes, and like maybe they would do stuff with like Toontown, the houses there, and stuff like that. Make them like all Halloween themed.
Yeah.
But like,
Like a little
it's
little
just
I,
trick or treat
I,
thing.
I think literally the best way to tap into the adult market with like adult haunts, literally just make Avengers Campus into Marvel Zombies. It's like
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
pretty
but I
much
mean, I
right
wouldn't
there.
even. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even go that far as I think the tweens and young teens is a market
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I
because
mean
that's mostly what I've seen at haunt are the annoying.
That'd be fucking.
Tweens.
Yep.
That'd be
Yeah,
fucking
the
funny
kids
if they
who are
put a
just
Benny the
like-
Ink Machine haunted house in Toontown.
That
the
that
problem
is our
is, like-
biggest demographic that I've seen at haunt.
Unfortunately.
You go
Yeah.
to Horror Nights on a weekend, like literally Universal. There's a whole high school right behind Universal.
Oh yeah.
So you go to Dr. Phillips. You go to Horror Nights on a, like Friday, Saturday weekend, just full of kids, and you're just like, why are they here?
Like leave. Get the fuck out.
Leave! And they're like the annoying ones that like get scared if you just
Yeah.
clap in their face, and you're just like.
And they're like, I could see you. I could see you. Like,
I saw
know
a
you can
kid
see me.
full on crash into like a stage and then get up and run away.
a few days ago, I think you were part of this swerve. I saw a kid run into a trash can because I work as a game. I work
I
at
was
the games.
just about to mention that.
The kid that knocked over a trash can, and there's one of the clowns in the carnival that has a trombone. And they went over
Yep.
and they started playing a funeral procession, and you're all like
Oh,
saluting
yeah.
the trash
think
I
can.
remember
saw
that.
on
That was
Snapchat.
so funny. My goodness.
I was working
No,
right by
Swerve-
there,
Swerve has
and
some
I was
stories.
cracking the fuck up. I was working strikeout the baseball game right by there.
Yeah.
I know
Man, that
Swerve
was
most
fun.
definitely has more stories than I probably would, because The best we have in Goring 20s is scaring people into the stores.
Oh, my favorite story from Goring 20s when you guys do the rigor mortis every hour. I don't know which actor it was or what, but I saw one of you fuckers do the Family Guy death pose when you fell down.
My goodness.
I'd have to ask who does that, to be honest.
I only ever saw it
'Cause
once,
I
and I
just-
don't know who it was or what cast or what time, but because I was
You
going to go see
remember
Puppet
the
Up.
costume?
They all, a lot of the guy costumes look the same on me.
Oh, but it was one of the guys?
It was one of the guys. I don't know who, but I saw someone do the Family Guy death pose, and I was going to Puppet Up, and I stopped. It was like the funniest shit to me.
I don't know. Sometimes we're like not into it, and it's like we hear that we're supposed to die, and we're just like, we're not into it right now. So
Yeah,
we either go
I
and
think Goring
kill
20s is
other
really fun.
people. Yeah.
It's always nice talking to you whenever I'm walking to my station.
It's a different atmosphere, but we still get our scares, and it's fun.
Yeah, I think I think the live jazz band really sells that area. It brings it to life.
There's a jazz
But
band?
last
Yeah, like
week
up
on
above, there's a whole
Sunday-
jazz
Shut
band,
up.
like dance. I'm sorry, God.
God,
I freaking
we're-
love the
we're-
1920s.
It's like legit all 1920s. We have that jazz band
Oh my
that plays
god.
all the jazz music like every hour or so.
Oh my
But
god.
they cued our death moment right when the band was going on. So it was like people were watching the band, and the next thing they knew, we were all on the floor.
Death moment? What?
every on random parts of the night, all the actors just fucking die and they come back to life.
I'm learning.
Because the
so
whole
much.
the whole story of our zone is we are dead, but we don't know that we're dead. So we only know that we're actively dead when we relive our 15 seconds of our brutal death.
Cool. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like, I remember in school they used to have these dumb things where it's like the kids are like, hey, everybody at 1:15, drop your books and just fall to the floor. I'm just like,
It's
Yeah.
like
Is it
that.
like
It's
that
like
kind
that.
of
But,
energy?
it's like that, but on a pro scale.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I need to get myself to Knott's 1 year because I've seen
Yes.
footage of the houses and the scare zones, and you guys go absolutely hard. And I'm like, holy shit, I need to get over there.
I don't mean to brag, but our new house, Mesmer, surpasses
I have
so many
seen
fucking
that.
Horror Nights Florida houses throughout the
I
years.
can't
It's
wait
insane.
to
my
go
God,
through
it
it on
has.
Sunday on my day off.
I admit it has. Mesmer, it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I want to go through it.
Mesmer
Yo,
tops so many
Mesmer's
past Horror
fucking
Nights houses I've
wild.
seen. Yeah, it's nuts.
I'm excited. Not to stepping
Wow.
up their game.
God, I was
Yeah.
a
Do that for Mesmer.
I was a kid in a fucking candy shop going through Mesmer my first time.
The freaking animatronics in that is just
Yeah,
nuts.
no, we've
like,
never
I love
had
that
animatronics
weird
to
baby
that scale
thing.
at Scary Farm. We never had animatronics to that scale.
oh my god.
I love that weird baby looking thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the little Jabba the Hutt motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I mean, I haven't been through the maze, but I've seen shit. So I'm
I
like,
call him Grabba the Jet.
grab the jet.
He's a great value Jabba. No, I love the big old animatronic with the cane. That one's fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing
Jeez.
is huge.
I like the characters in that one. I like the characters.
Yeah, it has a good story to it too.
Isn't like the
Yeah,
story?
yeah.
It's like the guy. He like what does he do? He hypnotizes you to die or something.
I don't know. I think he like summons the devil or some shit.
Ooh.
It's like
He-
no,
he
it's
finds a
people
way
that
to
are on the
hypnotize the
verge
dead,
of
yeah.
dying. No, you're on. It's people on the verge of dying, so he hypnotizes you. I
Oh,
think that's
spicy.
what it is, because each room is a different form of like a different portal into like psychosis.
Yeah, and like
Ooh.
all the
It's like
all
a
the
whole
freak show people. Like,
psychological thing in
yeah.
there.
it's about all
Some
those
elaborate
like,
backstory.
yeah, all the freak shows like personal hells, pretty much.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
man,
like
and all we got is
Vanya has glass coming out the side of her face.
I love Vanya's
all
room.
we got-
Vanya's room is so
Oh.
Or
fucking
like
cool.
Vanya the Vein.
And then we
Yeah.
got this frickin' this A-frame sign that says these characters are not friends.
Oh
outside
yeah,
the
I
icon.
forgot about that.
Meanwhile, y'all are talking about, oh, he hypnotized people right before
Stop
they die,
it.
and the room represents all this psychosis, and we got they're not friends.
They're
and
not
the guy's
friends.
their landlord. It's
Wait, did you
basically
do
I'm not here to
Did you
make
do-
friends.
Did you do the park after dark last night? The thing?
No, I saw
I
pictures.
saw the fucking
yeah.
sign.
I
almost
walked past
died.
that sign. I didn't get to read it, but I saw pics of it, and I was like, "What do you mean they're not friends?"
Like, what the fuck is this whole house?
Does it
then?
matter? Did
Yeah.
everybody is this something people
Guys.
worrying about? Is this Big Brother? Like, what's
Yeah.
happening?
They're roommates. They're
roommates.
Oh my god, they were
Now,
roommates.
now, if
Roommates.
you want to do Squid Games meets the real world, and it's just like a bunch of people trying to kill each other that like live in a reality show house, I'm here for
That
it.
sounds amazing.
But this, I don't know, man. Like
They're-
all these characters, like
Icons Capture, they just turn it into like a twisted episode of fucking Friends.
They're
Yeah,
friends. It's like
it didn't even need a
literally.
description though.
I don't
It
care. what
really
Universal
didn't. I
says,
don't
they're
know why they
buddies.
did that. They are buddies. Like
I think it
it
was some
says on
fucking
the
hack.
sign.
I think it was some fucking like hack that just started a job, didn't know like what the story of the icons are. And they just gave him a blank description. He just went out. I was like, oh, they're not friends.
Yeah, he came
like
out of there.
the
And
line.
he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
like
know.
the line "Landlord of the Lantern."
Oh, I find that so fucking funny.
Landlord.
Because I just like
Here
to
is
imagine
the
a
landlord.
Daru in like a fucking business suit, like a tenant coming by. Like, hey.
It's Three's Company, actually, is what you all seen Three's Company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, good. I almost felt old.
Did I just hear a kid's toy in the background?
Yeah, I'm
That's
so
the-
sorry.
Oh, no,
No,
it's okay. No, it's okay.
No, that's just Annabelle.
It's atmosphere.
It's
Oh,
Chucky. Don't worry about
Speaking of kids and Halloween, what is your guys' favorite like childhood trick or treating or favorite childhood Halloween stories?
My
Oh,
grandpa is the reason why I like doing haunt, because he normally puts a scarecrow out in our front yard when I was little. And sometimes he would buy those cheap masks from like the 99-cent store or something, or like Big Lots that you can like buy like at the store. And he'd buy those and it would smell like rubber. And he'd sit there really still while I'm handing out the candy. And he would just scare the shit out of these kids. So I was like, you know what? I want to do that one day. So that's literally why I do haunt. Like my
Aw.
grandpa scaring the shit out of kids. This is the funniest thing.
Your grandpa's
And like
my
he
hero.
would sit there for like a decent like 10 minutes, like not moving.
Oh my god.
Like he kept it going.
He's mastered
That's
the art of
awesome.
rigor mortis.
When, for me, when I was a kid, our postal employee was a guy named Crazy Kevin. He's this Irish guy. He was like 6'3", super jacked. Wore the extra small shorts, like that kind of guy.
Oh,
And,
Oh, no.
Little lad
He's
shorts.
the sleepaway
yeah.
camp type.
yeah, and he always wore like the dumb hat, like the safari hat and all that shit,
Oh yeah.
And I grew up like in the woods, kind of like in the mountains in New Jersey, but it was more like
In the mountains of New
but-
Jersey.
no, but I mean it was kind of like I don't know, it was spooky. But anyway, so he used to
Well, yeah,
dress
it's
up
New
like a
Jersey.
Viking. He used to dress up like a Viking and carry like a 24-pack of beer on his shoulder and take all the kids trick-or-treating whose parents like couldn't take them or whatever. And so he'd be like walking around the neighborhood with like 20 or 30 kids with him, and he'd be hanging out just like handing out beers, protecting the kids. It was super tight. Just like giving beers to all the parents, trick or treat, here's a beer, give the kids candy or I'll kick your ass, kind of thing.
I'm sorry, but real
That's
quick,
awesome.
I gotta trail off and say, I like to imagine like those scenes in fantasy movies when everybody's sharing their brooding backstory where they came from, and you're like the guy in like the back corner of the bar, like all intimidating and scary, who's like come from the distant land of New Jersey. And just like makes everyone just shut the fuck up.
You want to talk about trick or treating? I'll tell you about trick or treating. You ever heard of
Oh my
Crazy
God.
Kevin the mailman?
Just like when the silence just kind of sweeps the bar.
No, you got to do the nails on the chalkboard.
Yeah.
Is it trick or treating you're looking for?
Oh my god, that's great. Okay, I want to ask a question. This might spark up a big debate. It'll either end this episode on a good note, or I'll make you all fucking despise each other. Are you guys ready?
yeah.
oh dear.
Okay, who is the best Monster Mash cereal mascot?
Oh,
Oh fuck.
I'm not knowledgeable in that area.
man. I got to go with my boy Boo. The Boo Berry.
Okay.
Only because he turns your shit green, and so it's like he's really haunting you.
What
So it's like you're haunted by Boo Berry for like weeks.
Oh my
And
god.
the most realistic, I feel.
Wow.
So is that
That
whenever
is
you
pretty
so is
scary.
that whenever I eat the Monster Mash cereal, my shit looks like an episode of the Jetsons.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, if you guys don't know, if everyone here doesn't know who they are, Monster Mash is like Count Chocula, Blueberry, like fucking Frankenberry, like all of those.
Oh.
I
How many
like
are there?
chocolate.
Like 3?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god. Okay,
I'll
Google
go.
search.
I have the cereal
I
box
gotta
right
go on
here.
Google.
I kept the box as a decoration after I finished the cereal. We got Blueberry, we got Count Chocula, we got Frankenberry, we got Fruit Brute, and we got Fruity Yummy Mummy.
I only heard of like the first 3. So
That's
like
fair.
I don't know about anyone else, so they are off the table. I'm just gonna say blueberry because it's just fun to say. Blueberry.
So this is a
I like-
Blueberry supported podcast. We're gonna have the Count
Looks like
Chocula
it.
gang come and fucking kill us.
I do like the Count Chocula though because I love chocolate.
That is fair. I do like Count Chocula a lot. That was my
It is the
favorite
best
growing up.
tasting one. It is the best tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was little, I was like only chocolate kinds of cereal, so the Count Chocula was where it was at. I was a very not one palate, but simple palated child.
Yeah.
I
It
think
was
I'm gonna
chocolate.
go.
Everything. Now you go ahead.
I think I'm gonna go with Blueberry as well, just because he looks like he's fucking exhausted.
Oh no, yeah, most
Like,
definitely. He is like the
That man just looks like he needs a goddamn nap. He's like, I'm fucking tired of these kids.
That man
Picking
displays
my
how we feel
blueberries.
I'm gonna make this shit
He needs a
green.
nap.
He's high
after
as hell
every
on
haunt shift.
the new box. He looks high as
See, I see him as tired. As a
Blueberry
tired guy.
Blueberry is all of us sleeping on our fucking haunt boxes at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes. Yes.
No, I
I'm
gotta.
gonna sign up to be a scare actor next year.
You should.
Just so I can see if they have haunt boxes. Because I've seen shipping containers backstage with the costumes and stuff, but not haunt boxes.
Oh god, when I moved
Yeah, you
down
just
there,
look up like a DeWalt.
when I moved down there,
Full
am I going to be like the fucking Music Man of haunts, just introducing you guys to the world of SoCal haunts?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, so not as controversial of a conversation as I thought it would be. This is good.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, I thought it was a diversion to everybody.
It looks like that East Coast West Coast beef is canceled.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
no, here we go. East Coast haunts versus West Coast haunts. Go. I'm kidding.
It'll be
both
unfair
Yeah.
for me to say.
They're both.
I
So
have
West
no
Coast has
opinion
great
because-
scare actors. I heard. I can tell.
Yeah, me too.
Brilliant. At least the 3 I've now met. So.
Damn.
Oh shucks.
But East Coast, at least they themed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre barbecue as the Sawyer family, not saying Texas Chainsaw Massacre on it. So I don't know. East Coast is a little better at the theming.
And I mean, Florida has Beetlejuice. Just saying.
I love Beetlejuice.
Wait, Hollywood doesn't have Beetlejuice?
Not this
No.
year.
Nope.
It was.
They're like, fuck you guys. You guys get the
Oh.
bare minimum.
You guys get
Yeah,
Pandora's
like-
box again. Fuck you.
Yeah, we got
Pandora's
again.
box actually did scare the shit out of me, like at the end, because I have arachnophobia.
Oh yeah, that's actually that.
It was like,
I
that
do
spider puppet's
too,
new to
but,
this
like-
year. He used to be just an actor.
oh, yeah, because like
did anybody else?
the
Did anybody
group
else
that
get a
I
LinkedIn?
You
Go ahead.
okay. Yeah, because like when we went to Horror Nights, me and my friends, we ended up going on a Harry Potter ride in the castle,
Mhm.
and I had gone on it before, had a panic attack because spiders, and I was like, okay, I know when the spiders happen,
Yeah,
but
I'm
there's
ready.
2 fucking tracks. So it was either Dragon Dementors Spiders or Dragon Spiders Dementors, and we got Dragon Spiders Dementors. So
Wait.
all that my friends heard was just a deafening scream and then
no.
silence. Because I was having a panic attack.
Oh no.
I don't
No,
mean
you
to
know-
divert the conversation, but you guys have
Okay,
2
fine.
tracks?
Yeah, I guess that
Yeah.
there's 2 tracks.
What the hell?
But we
I
also
know.
have, but we also have a much
Traumatizing,
we also have a
getting
much tighter
stuck.
ride vehicle though. I don't fit on Hollywood's Forbidden Journey for shit.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, the ride vehicle for Hippo out there, we just have a lap bar.
I've gotten stuck right where the spiders are on that Harry Potter ride, so that was not fun for me.
Holy shit, you all got 2 tracks. I can't get over that. We just have the one. Holy shit.
It's so they can funnel more cars through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ride, that line
true.
is so long.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's got some ass capacity for sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capacity.
Harry Potter fucking ride takes some ass.
Yeah. Over the
But on
summer, FJ just sorry.
oh, good. No, you go for it.
Oh, okay. Over the summer, FJ practically carried Carried the Wizarding World because, of course, Florida thunderstorms, and whenever we get lightning too close, both Haggis and Hippo shuts down, so everybody flocks to FJ. And apparently, I learned that since everyone exits out through the gift shop, and if it's raining, people obviously don't want to go out. But the thing is, if the gift shop gets too crowded, then they have to stop letting in guests, and then they have to go down to try to clear people out the gift shop.
That was one of the houses at Horror Nights. Not it might have been opening night actually.
Was it when it was flooded? Oh my god.
No, it's because people wouldn't leave the exit area.
Yeah.
Which house was it?
So into the rain. I'm trying to remember. I think it was one of the soundstage houses.
Really?
Might have been Bride. But because it has that overhang where the soundstage.
Oh yeah.
People refuse to leave, and they couldn't keep shoving people, and they're not. Theoretically not allowed to shove people out into the rain, I guess.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I was a team member, I mean, don't tell anybody this. Obviously, I'm committing it to podcast. I would just squeegee really close to guests to get them, to make them feel uncomfortable.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah. Like, hey, people won't leave the exit. Like, I got this.
For legal reasons, I will not be doing that stratery.
Yeah, for legal reasons, this was a joke.
Yeah.
This is a parody podcast.
For legal reasons, I work at SeaWorld.
Yeah. Everything I say, I'm no longer with the company, but I don't know what the statute of limitations is on
I'm pretty sure I broke it 5 times today, so. Uh-oh.
If it makes you guys feel better, Universal doesn't know we exist.
Thank God.
I don't even know what to do for rain at Knott's. We have a bridge in my area, so everyone just funneled under that. And I have a cigar box that I can slam. So I was just doing that because it echoes under the bridge, and people were booking it into the rain. So that was fun.
You're the crowd control.
I was this is my bridge. This is my bridge. Get out.
I absolutely love scaring in the rain. Because when I'm doing what we call it, Not Scary Farm, the world tour, and it's where you have been in every single zone and at least one maze, and I've got 3 zones under my belt and 1 maze. And when I was in Ghost Town, a bunch of monsters had gone off the street because they don't want to be in costume in the rain, and so there was just this gigantic puddle right in front of the candy store, and I was like, oh fuck yeah. I just sat my ass right in that puddle, played a little bit, and every time people would come by, I'd spin around on my hand and splash the water and chase after them and just be this soggy little spider looking thing crawling at you. It was great.
Amazing.
I had such a wonderful time.
As you should. As you should.
And now you're in Carnival.
And now I'm in
Now
Carnival.
you're
I get to be an asshole in the best
Wear
funny
steel
way.
shoes.
You guys share a break room with me. I always see you guys in the lakeside.
Yeah. Our rambunctious clowny ways.
But I'm just not good at talking to people. But yeah. Also, I get kind of overwhelmed working at games at Scary Farm. Because whenever the kind of the idiots that'll mess with you guys, we get the overdraft of that.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Well, I feel bad for the people who work because we have 2 stories in my zone and the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of people that run into those places because we scare them is ridiculous.
Boy.
Yeah.
I scared a girl into the store, and she was so scared, and she ran so fast that she tripped and she closed one of the doors to the store.
Oh my god.
Oh my. What?
And I just turned around and walked away and pretend like nothing happened.
That's amazing.
Pretend I do
Yeah,
not see.
I do not
But
see
I
it.
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. The door closed magically by itself. I don't know.
Like, I don't know what happened. She just went crazy.
I made a girl
don't know.
cry eating a hot dog the other day. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
My worst fear is like, you know, I'm walking through a scare zone and I have food and I get scared to the point where I drop my food. The amount of
no,
times
it's-
I would get my food, the amount of times I would get my food from Louis, which is like a restaurant in a scare zone, and walk all the way down the scare zone to just eat at a curb. So stressful.
Oh no, we like to in my zone. I'm pretty sure they do it in Carnival too. But like we purposely, intentionally try to scare the people that have drinks in their hands.
Oh, absolutely.
I've gotten a woman to spill like half her beer, and unfortunately, most of it went onto my foot, so I did smell like beer for the rest of the night. But they get so mad, and they're like, "Are you buying me another one?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
I just work
I don't
here.
even work here. Yeah, like, who,
I scared a guy eating pizza. He almost dropped it on the floor.
Oh no.
you know what that is? That's free pizza.
That's free real
I
estate
could have
right
dropped
there.
my croissant.
No,
Supposed to be
that's
talking
how it
croissant.
was. Like
And that's how y'all
like
get paid,
he
right?
jumped and I saw the pizza fly like 5 inches into the air.
So you get to keep whatever food guests drop, right?
Yeah. That's their
I mean,
payment.
I was gonna say, like, they tell us not to take food from guests, but
But if they
like,
drop
if
it, that's not
somebody's
the same
offering
thing.
me some candy, I'm gonna take that candy.
Oh hell yeah! I've gotten some sour the wannabe airhead strips. I've gotten taffy.
So good.
Oh my god. I love it here.
Hashtag feed the monsters.
Yes.
Also, off the record, just for shits and giggles, I sell cigars. I'm a cigar girl. I do not claim that I have received money, but
Oh,
For
There's
For reasons you have not
$2
gotten money.
$2.35 that I've found. You know,
that I've randomly found in my cigar box.
yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
I
left.
mean,
It's the Hunter's
once again,
equivalent
for-
of leaving
for
a
legal-
$20 bill in a stripper's panties. Like,
for legal purposes, this is an entirely fictional podcast. This is a satire of a
It's just
podcast.
entirely
For legal
satire.
purposes, no, I
Goddamn
scared
right.
someone so bad that they dropped it.
Snoopy's gonna come to your house with a fucking baseball bat tomorrow.
Probably.
You totally turned that into like lost and found or like proper leads and proper authorities.
For legal
you
purposes,
totally
you
turned that in.
totally properly turn in that $2.35 into the lost and found area for them to reclaim later.
absolutely.
Exactly.
$2.
Yeah.
Someone help me find it.
I also love the nights that I have a baseball bat, and I literally will hit people with it accidentally, but they think it's their fault. They're like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "You're good. Thank you for apologizing."
My god.
Oh my god.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
I'd say
We have fun here. We love it here.
yeah. For legal purposes, this is all for fun.
This is not a real. This is all satire.
Yep.
As soon as
I
this
wrote
is
my
over,
script up yesterday.
we will all simply disappear after this episode comes out for legal reasons. We are not real.
Back into the casket I go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Swerve hibernates in the off season
Yeah.
Yep.
in
She
her
gets-
casket.
I get put in a box.
If you go
And
to their
that's where she stays.
if you go to their box during Christmas, you try to open it. If you open their box during Christmas, they'll just scream at you and close it.
No, you'll be cursed if you
Yeah.
open
It'll
Swerve's
just be
box.
a
on Christmas.
cacophony of screams.
only during Christmas.
Absolutely.
Oh god, I'm not ready for the Merry Farm crowds this year, y'all.
Nope.
I already started putting up
scared.
Grinchmas stuff.
I know.
I see the pictures. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, we still got
Stop.
2 weeks. Shut the fuck up.
It's not time yet. Please stop.
You know,
At
we're
least
not
wait
ready to go.
for Dia de Muertos. At least we wait for the Day of the Dead.
Oh god, Universal's made it a joke because they know that whenever they put up Christmas stuff before like Horror Nights is done, we just get fucking furious at them. It's like, hey, wait, no. Like we still
Take it
got 2
down,
weeks
take it
left.
down.
Take it down.
I know it's the other park, but take it down.
Also help me.
Pretty much. Knott's kind of does that too with the gift shops outside.
Yeah.
Like Virginia's has slowly started putting Christmas stuff in. It's like, hey, wait a fucking minute, wait. Like our Scary Farm display's right there.
That's not thematically consistent.
I don't think they can do that in Corey's Corner because they
Not
literally
at
have
Cordy's,
the
but
art
I'm talking about Virginia's outside the park.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even go
Yeah.
over there.
But Cordy's, no, they can't. They still have the Into the Fog show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm trying to think of what else we can. Oh, do you guys have what is your guys' like one movie that's an absolute tradition every single Halloween? Like your favorite like Halloween special
Jesus.
or movie?
I have too many.
If you had to pick one out of the bunch.
Well, because like we have the baby that we have to start showing stuff to her too, but she really likes Nightmare Before Christmas, so
Aw.
that's a classic. I always try to watch every year.
For me, it's either Coraline or Beetlejuice.
That's fair. I'd say
I-
my
I was gonna say I
Sorry.
always run through the Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors.
that's actually exactly what I was gonna say.
Look at you.
What do I do?
But which one's your favorite?
Ah, shoot. Of all like the single ones, I gotta say, I like the one where all the giant mascots come to life.
That one's good.
Yeah.
Take that out of here.
I think my favorite.
Sorry.
I think my favorite single story from Treehouse of Horrors has to be The Shinning, because I love to quote the what is it? The teacher,
yeah.
mother, secret lover. That's really good. But my favorite overall Treehouse of Horror episode, probably 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys all watch Treehouse of Horror?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I have
That's-
Blinky tattooed on my arm.
Oh, I love Blinky. I actually have one of the Blinky plushes that you can only win at the carnival games in the Simpsons area, and it's like my prize trophy.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Like the first and only time I've actually won a carnival game,
That's cool.
and I had like the biggest god complex on the way home.
Wow.
It just carnival games do that to you.
They kind of do.
Yeah. So I guess since we're all getting a bit tired out, anything else you guys want to run through or talk about before we go?
What we're expecting for next year, I guess?
Oh, sure, yeah. So what are you guys expecting for next year? Predictions go.
Absolute chaos.
Usher and director year. Please.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet actual money that they're gonna do Gremlins as the next comedy house.
That'd be a good one.
True.
I will bet money that it's Gremlins. I was already right about doing Beetlejuice after Ghostbusters. The moment I walked out of Ghostbusters, one of my first thoughts was, yeah, they're gonna do Beetlejuice next year.
I think they're bringing Beetlejuice to Hollywood next year.
I heard they want to try to. They want to try to
Yeah.
renegotiate it.
I would like that very much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hollywood deserves its own take on Beetlejuice.
It
Damn right
does.
they do.
We got Beetlejuice like twice in a year, practically. I mean, we got the 3 days at the end of last year, but like,
Yeah. I don't care what anybody says, it's a fun house. I like it a lot.
it is fun.
It is good. I think that and Hill House just kind of suffer the consequence of being in an anniversary year. But in any other like non-anniversary year, they would both be like fucking god tier houses for Universal.
True.
Like especially Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice would easily
Yeah.
take House of the Year in any other non-anniversary year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But just these years in particular, they go so batshit crazy. Also, Welcome to Scary is my new favorite. Probably Theme Park Haunted House, period.
I need to go through it more. I've only done
Yes,
it
you do.
once.
You need to go do it more.
I know. I keep telling myself every time I walk through the gates, I'm like, I'm gonna do scary tonight, and I don't. And I'm just.
Go. You gotta stay in Scream Scary because after you get out of the Stay and Scream line, it'll always be fucking dead as soon as the Stay and Scream line is through for like the first hour.
I know, but I always want to open icon.
Yeah, we do that. We open icons. We got that express, so we do icons like regular standby, with Stay and Scream, and then before we leave, we hit that up on that express line so we can see somebody else.
The icons can wait a couple minutes for one night.
No, what's the icons? I have to say good morning.
Yeah, don't you know? It's very important to open and then close the. Oh, I'm kidding. I don't want to get that. That was a joke.
Yeah, closing and
opening. We're not opening the house.
We're not gonna get into closing the house.
No, we're calling it clopening. You have to be the first one in, last one out.
Yes.
Opening.
I've
done that one time, but that's it.
I always close Carrie with the exception of my last day there. I closed Case Files of Sterling.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
Case Files is pretty solid.
Oh, I think that's a god tier haunted house.
And I think it might just be the last house in Shrek. Oh god.
Yeah, I know that. But honestly, what better way to have a last house in Shrek though?
The Forest Shoe Store.
Yeah. the Borderlands shoe store.
Borderlands shoe store.
I'm
screwing it.
Okay. So I guess with that, it's a good place to call it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then it was great having you guys on. You're all wonderful people. And I hope everyone has a happy Halloween. But be safe. Check for bootleg CDs in your sticker bars this year. And we'll see you guys in the fog. Have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Don't forget to check the candy.
Later.
I see you guys.